Hey Cancer, welcome into your solar eclipse reading. This is for the solar eclipse in Aries. It's taking place tomorrow, March 29th at 5:55 Central Time in the morning. So we're just going to tune in. Your cards have all been pre-shuffled, Cancer. I've just been meditating on your cards and tuning into your energy. And what we're going to mainly be focusing on is an oracle reading. We're going to be kind of tuning into the deeper soul growth that takes place. So welcome back for those who are returning. Welcome in for those who are new. I'm Lauren the Mystic, and I'm glad to be here with you all. Remember, this is a general collective reading, so it may not apply to your specific set of circumstances. I always recommend listening for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And I will link below if you are looking for a reliable resource to get a copy of your natal chart. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I will link to a resource. I do also do general readings. I do natal chart readings based on the whole sign house system. I do transit readings if you'd like to take a deeper look at how this particular solar eclipse is affecting you based on your own natal chart. And I also do specific guidance readings, personal readings. So if you'd like to go deeper into any of this energy, I have a reading special right now for 3 questions for $35. And I will do a general read. They will be pre-recorded. And I will also put the link below. You just email me as it is right now, and we'll get that set up. So without further ado, let's get started, Cancer. All right, so I'm tuning into your energy, and there's a lot of really nurturing vibes here. So again, this may or may not be your reading. I'm going to try to keep it general, but I was really picking up on a large collective of Cancerian mothers, actually, that are working through a process of clearing some karma. So Cancers, this solar eclipse is going to be hitting you in your 10th house, and it's going to be bringing up the idea of legacy when it comes to how others know you, how others see you in the world, and what it is you do. And there's a healing taking place within you. This could be a spiritual awakening. I'm feeling that for some of the collective, that is what this is, because we also have activation energy. But I'm also really feeling this activation energy and this karma card as bringing in the winds of change. Shifting through, clearing some karmic contracts, clearing some old soul contracts is what I'm hearing. And it's clearing you energetically, where it's going to be activating a new timeline in your life, okay? And so because of all of that, that's big energy to be working with. You've also got Gaia here. And these are all, by the way, from the Earth Magic Oracle cards. Gaia is really about spending time in nature, allowing nature to heal, to nurture you, and kind of guide you in a symbolic way with your own process of self-care and tending and healing. Okay? So we've also got some Moonology cards that were pulled. The first one is work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio energy. So this process that's underway, I feel like it's elevating you into a new sense of being seen in the world, of perhaps being a leader, whether that's being a leader in your own family or in your life. You're stepping forward is what I'm feeling. And there's a part of you that feels nervous, that is feeling a little uneasy, is the energy that I'm feeling. And just as a reminder for those of you who are new, I'm also an intuitive channel and will communicate to you anything coming through my clairs. I get a lot of clairaudience. I get a lot of clair knowing, claircognizance as I'm looking through these cards. And so what I'm hearing is that for some of you that this applies to, there's a bit of a fear of being seen, that you're not necessarily comfortable in that position of being in the lead or being someone who's standing in a leadership role. And so there are aspects of this that is stretching you. It's part of this healing work that you're doing. And by the new moon in Scorpio, which will be honestly about in alignment with this entire eclipse energy. The eclipse energy will be present for about 6 months. So this is going to take us into the beginning of Scorpio season. And that's going to be just after that 6-month expiration mark. We're right at it. And I feel like whatever you're working through is going to be a healing that you'll see that you'll feel quite different is what I'm feeling. And by the time you get to that new moon in Scorpio. We also have nothing yet is set in stone. So the communication that you're working on, stepping forward, communicating yourself, I feel it's a throat chakra healing. We also have communication is key. Sorry, I have a hard time centering these sometimes. Communication is key here. And that's part of what's healing. It's part of how you're speaking your truth, you're holding your boundaries, and you're healing this aspect of yourself that was maybe a little afraid to speak their truth or not able to balance that communication in terms of how you were asserting yourself. Perhaps it was coming out a little bit reactive based on old hurts. And those are the things that I feel that are really healing and clearing for you. We also have a win-win outcome is forecast, and this is coming soon. So there's something that you're working on that you're going to see a very fortuitous change here shortly. And this is full moon in Libra. So this particular lunation we're going to have on the 29th is going to be the new moon in Aries. Following that new moon will be the full moon in Libra. So that's only about 2 weeks that you have where something is going to come through that's going to feel like a huge win. You're going to know for sure that you're on the right track. And then we have you're very close to achieving your goal, Cancer. So a lot about this inner child healing these tender parts of yourself, but also bringing forward these gifts that are in relationship to those tender aspects of self. And those are coming through you right now as you're stepping into this leadership role. I feel that you are beginning to see the asset that they are. You're beginning to know that these are part of your legacy, part of the gifts, part of the energy that you have to share with the world. Yep, look at this. Can you read that? Grandmother, the grandmothers. Remembering your roots, shifting your perspective, and trusting the weavings. Trusting the weavings. And what I just heard is that you're completing ancestral healing work that was initiated many generations ago. So feel into that for yourself. But this to me feels like it's at least great-grandmother, if not great-great-grandmother. There is a lineage, so you may tap into and tune into any patterns that you notice that you are working on that perhaps showed up for your mom. Perhaps if you were lucky enough to know and spend time with your grandma or great-grandma, patterns that you know of from them as well. So just feel into that for yourself. But there's something here about really working with shifting your perspective, looking at things from the standpoint of your ancestors, of your roots, of understanding, and then trusting the divine intelligence of the path that the universe unfolds, the path of the soul growth that you're on right now in this chapter in your life. What a beautiful card. The Anointed, Cancer. This is a sign. It literally says leadership, answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and your soul's gifts. That's beautiful. So you're really stepping up, and I feel like you're being called to be a divine leader right now, and we need them desperately. So let's get a few tarot messages for our Cancers. Please show us this solar eclipse energy for Cancer, kind of underlying what's going on. We've got you making a decision, Cancer. So something's coming up where this is going to be highlighting two paths, two choices for you, two different directions, two opportunities, and it's going to create this space where you are really looking at all the time you've spent planting your time, energy, and effort. What have you been growing to date in terms of your legacy, in terms of your long-term visions and goals? And then we have you here walking away from something that no longer serves you. Maybe it's part of an old chapter. Maybe you're leaving an old aspect of self behind as you embody and step into this new version of self. Yeah, see, we've got transformation here. Things are changing at a cellular level, Cancer. This is deep healing energy and deep within your DNA. This is deep energetic shifts that are going to become embodied within you. Yep, I love it. I love it when the cards speak, when it confirms some of the messages that I was getting and hearing. We've got Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So as I was dropping in, that's exactly what I was feeling, is that there is this wrapping up of previous karmic cycles, previous soul contracts related to past life cycles, incarnations, things that we basically arrived into this lifetime, this world, to kind of finish up, tidy up. And I feel that there's just been a completion energy with that in some major areas, plural, okay, areas, plural, of your life. And this is within the sphere of family, within your lineage. So a lot of time, I mean, we are in contract with our parents, we're in contract with our siblings, with, you know, those who play a very important role in our life. We have soul contracts where we agreed to that before we incarnated. So there's a healing of some patterns that your soul wanted to complete, finalize, and release. And that's what's happening. This is a celebration, okay, Cancer? This is a celebration for you, because you're lightening the load energetically and you're leveling up energetically. You're completing lifetimes of work. And what I just heard, and I got goosebumps over my whole body as I'm getting ready to say this, it almost makes, you can see my eyes. I almost want to get teary-eyed. You are finishing the work that was started by your grandmas. I really am tearing up. I can't help it. It's powerful energy. You feel it, right? You feel this, right? As I say this. And look here. This really is going to make me cry, Cancers. I'm embodying your energy, okay? Extra sensitive right now. This is the Great Gathering. This card reminds me of our ancestors gathering around us, supporting us from the other realm, showing us that They're here for us to help us finish these lessons. They're like your cheering squad. They're over there bringing in intuition. They're channeling guidance to you. So trust your intuitive hits right now. Really trust that. This is also a card of your soul tribe being called to you. Any past connections that are being released. Man, do I have the goosebumps, Cancer. Any past connections being released. You're calling in and magnetizing to you new, your soul tribe, your new connections, your new family connections. So this is very much a new chapter energy that's unfolding, okay? And this is just a reminder from Spirit. It's all coming together on your behalf, perfectly on your behalf. Whatever you're navigating, I know it's big change, but allow yourself that release point, okay? And you can really support the process by journaling about this, by writing down what is coming up. What are the patterns that you've noticed? What is the deep healing work that you've been moving through this past several months? And I would say almost this whole past year, right? And this particular year, 2025, is a year of completion energy. So we are working on completing out some of these really deep and big, profound soul contracts, soul lessons, so that we can elevate in our consciousness and embody these new chapters in our life. Anyways, I hope that this has supported you, my darling Cancers. Please, again, if you've made it this far, I would appreciate you so much if you let me know what's coming up. Subscribe to the channel so that I can tune into your energy better and give you even more specific readings. And again, if you'd like a personal reading, all of that info will be dropped below. Take good care and happy solar eclipse. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.